Highas and higher healing vibrations. Let's raise our vibrations up and healing vibrations. We want to bring that into our life so that we can be more aligned in what we are wanting to have in our space, in our life at this time. Okay, Cosmic Cat here. Many of you may know. Those of you new to my channel, today this is a birthday reading. I do birthday readings every day. It is important for us to honor our birthdays, our rebirth days, the days that our souls were brought into this earth school. And so if your birthday is May 22nd, this reading is for you. Okay, yesterday started the Gemini season. So we went from Taurus. Taurus ended on May 20th, and then the first day of Gemini was yesterday. So you still could feel a little bit of that Taurus energy, perhaps the stubbornness, the patience, the calm aspect of yourself. And maybe you have some grounding. However, Gemini, you typically struggle with grounding because you are an air sign. And I mean, if you're flying high, who wants to come down from that? So, it's not a right or wrong at all. It's just making sure that you have that time. If you do astral projections, if you do anything of where you feel really high and ecstatic and in this euphoric state, you want to make sure that you also grab yourself a grounding stone. Okay, so if your birthday isn't today, however you are guided to this video, check out to see where Gemini and Mars lies in your birth chart, okay? And also follow your intuition and gut. This is a wonderful opportunity if you're just starting out, getting familiar with your chart, with astrology, perhaps with your sign, getting aligned and in tune, maybe tarot even. It's important for you to, follow your intuition and your gut. So before I started your reading, as always, before I start any reading, I meditate and ask my spirit guides what messages they'd like to share, okay? What is it that is of most important for you at this time? And two things came up. One was unconditional love. And so I do think it would benefit you to watch the inner child reading I posted yesterday. That was all about unconditional love. And if you are on an inner child journey, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and you'll get notifications because I also post those videos every day as well. I was guided to do this not only from getting downloaded messages from Spirit, but it took an extra nudge of getting a couple of texts from a few friends that also was asking for some help and assistance. So it is a very vulnerable subject. However, it's important that we share vulnerability, and it doesn't mean weakness. If anything, it shows your strength and how strong of a person you really are. Okay, so carnelian was the very first stone that came up to me, and I do believe that this would be a really good stone for you, birthday Geminis, to get if you don't have one already, or buy one. Perhaps it's your birthday and you can ask someone to buy one, or you can take yourself out to a crystal shop, look around, feel the energy, and grab yourself one then at that time. So carnelian is really good for your lower chakras, specifically your root and your sacral plexus chakra. The root and the sacral plexus are where your power lies, your power, your determination. And for those of you with your birthday today that are watching this reading, this is still a general reading. Please take what resonates for you and leave behind for others what does not, because there are approximately 367,000 people born every day. That is a lot of people, okay? A whole lot of people that are born every day. So please just, don't try to make something fit. Don't force anything. But if you feel triggered by something, or if you start breathing quickly, or you feel a sharp pain suddenly in a part of your body, or you start laughing because of something, that is meant for you. And it's something that you want to look into in your body, because that's your body sending you a message telling you, hey, this is for you and it's important for you to pay attention to. So the other thing that came out was, aside from unconditional love and the carnelian, which is all about focusing on your root and your sacral plexus chakra. Your sacral plexus is between your belly button and your sacred spot. So it's really like your lower abdomen area. Okay. So the other thing that came up was a bear. A bear came up. This bear right here. And this bear happens to have a fish in its mouth. So the thing that we know about bears are of the earth. Bears are, they're naturally grounded. So there's a lot, this is a double significance, really the spirit asking you to ground yourself. Make sure you are grounding yourself. And you can actually ground yourself without any stones just by simply going barefoot out into the grass. Close your eyes, feel the vibration of the grass on your feet. Feel yourself in the sensation. Red jasper will also work with the energy. You can touch a tree, hug a tree, sit underneath of a tree, maybe your favorite tree. Take a walk in a park. Be surrounded by woods, trees, plants, flowers, nature. Maybe even get in tune with one. Touch its leaves, look at the leaves on both sides, and just connect. Meditate with it, okay? Allow yourself to feel any feelings that are surfacing and coming up for you during that time, okay? Bear's energy, the bear hibernates. So it's about personal transformation and emerging from hibernation into the world, springing and blossoming like the flower that you are. The fish can represent going with the flow a little bit more. Gemini, you are really excellent at communication skills, intelligence. You're ruled by Mercury in the 3rd house, and both of those traits are carried not only in your Gemini sign but also within the Mercury, planet Mercury. You have the ability to really rationalize and be objective in most situations. However, you can be fickle sometimes. Your belief system, loyalty, commitment, all of those things change for you frequently. But you're a super social butterfly and a curious cat and can be mischievous sometimes. So these are traits that you carry. You're also flexible. So unlike Taurus, who typically is not flexible and resistant to change, Gemini spirits are typically flexible and adaptable to change because you are a mutable sign, okay? Now, another thing that I was guided to use the Crow Tarot deck. And Spirit specifically said someone here, if not multiple people of you watching this channel, is attracted to crows, and crows have been coming to you a lot. So Crow Spirit is all about manifestation. There's a lot of messages and meanings that crows carry. Wisdom. They're very spiritual, highly spiritual. They can reach levels and beyond the veil that many and most, not even animals or other birds, can reach. They have a very deep connection, as above, so below. So with the earth and the sky. Okay, I want to read for you something about carnelian, and then we'll go ahead and finish up. This is going to come out of the crystal Bible that I have. Okay, so some things to know about carnelian, the stone, and why it may really help you in what you're going through at this time, is that not only does it ground you and anchor you, but it brings you into the present moment, especially if you're being stuck in the past or too far ahead in the future. It's time to be here now, like Eckhart Tolle states in his book states, okay? The carnelian can stimulate your creativity. It removes fear of death, gives courage, promotes positive life choices, and motivates for success in business and life. you can use carnelian to overcome abuse of any kind. This stone can help you really trust yourself and your perceptions, overcoming negative conditioning. Okay, so the carnelian can increase fertility. This is part of it connects, which makes sense because it's connected to your base and to your sacral plexus. Okay, overcomes frigidity, impotence, helps heal lower back problems, rheumatism, arthritis, neuralgia, and depression, especially those in advanced years of it, okay? So you can place this on your body parts, your kidneys. It helps with the healing of this, and your bones and ligaments, okay? These are all things that are really wonderful about carnelian. So I wanted to share that with you so that you can get an understanding and to know if it's right for you, if that resonates, if you feel connected with that on a deeper level at this time. So let's go ahead and pull. At the end of the reading, I will blow this candle out for you on your behalf. So please start thinking of what you'd like to manifest into your life. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Failure. Do not be afraid to fail. Failure is a tool. It is a tool. It can teach us not only how we failed or what we did that may have been a part of the creation of the failure, but also what can I do different next time? That's the question. What can I do differently approaching this again? It doesn't mean give up. It doesn't mean it wasn't for you, unless that's what your gut is telling you. Make sure that it is your gut and it is not your ego that's keeping you in fear. There's a big deal right now about unconditional love and coming from a heart space and compassion versus the mind, because you are in the mind a lot. You're an air sign. This could definitely trigger some fear inside you. And so you just want to make sure that the failure, if it's decided, well, it's not right for you, it's not going to be because you failed. It's going to be because there's something else aligned for you, okay? That was a clear message from Spirit. Have the confidence. Yes, self-worth come up as well. The fish in the mouth of the bear, the fish wants you to go with the flow and also go with the moon. The moon is of emotions, and it's in that deep, dark shadow work that we really learn more about ourselves, which also is where failure lies. It's the part of us that we typically don't want to acknowledge. So it's important to really go through that, and until you go through that phase and dark night of the soul, the ego death, you're really going to continue struggling with those aspects of your life that you'd like to let go of. Okay? Confidence. Have the confidence you need. You have it within you. Spirit's already saying this is inside of you. You just have to tap into it and release and let go of all the fears that are holding you back. So crow spirit, if you've seen crows recently, again, it's about manifestation. The crow spirit, the crow can help you really get in tune with yourself. Pay more attention to your wisdom, your inner wisdom. Trust yourself. There's this whole thing about self-value, self-worth, knowing who you are. And many of you do not know who you are. And that's okay. But if you want that to change, that's why you're here. And the message is, learn from your failures and know that it's not the end of the world. Okay? It doesn't define you, but it can help you in the long run. Have confidence and willpower and work with your base and your root chakra. That carnelian is going to help you with that. Personal transformation is coming. Okay? You've asked for help, guidance, and now they're here and wanting to help you. And right now, I'm being asked to pause to read to you the number 22, because 22 is also a master number. Twos are about balance and duality. Okay, so there's this acceptance of duality and balance, and the need for you to have this within your life. Okay, so I'm going to read from the Angel Numbers book, the number 22, and see what this says. Your deep conviction manifests miracles and wonderful new opportunities. Keep the faith. Look at that. Keep the faith. Yeah, maybe you've seen 22 recently. And I do pull, now would be a good time to subscribe to my channel and get notifications for daily readings that I do. I do pull an angel number every day, especially on your birthday. I would recommend you checking that out. Also, the animal spirit card of the day. That could resonate for you. You might want to check that reading out as well. And the inner child reading, you can watch that one for today if you like, if you feel guided, if your gut is saying, yeah, I need to watch that. Or if you want to, you're definitely asked by Spirit to check out the unconditional love one. And that was from yesterday, okay? So we have the Eight of Swords. There's something that you're either denying. You've boxed yourself in with all of these swords here. So these swords are your self-inflicted wounds. You have the ability to take this blindfold off. You're choosing to be tangled up right now. Tangled Up in Blue just came to me, so you might want to listen to that Dylan song and just think about that song and think about how it relates to you. We do have a little bit of blue here and emotion. So you're denying your feelings. Someone's denying their feelings, and you keep shoving it under the rug, but then you keep praying or meditating or asking for healing guidance, and you're being given the guidance, but you're immediately blocking it with your fear that you have, okay? So it's important for you to release this and let this go. The Eight of Swords shows that you are close to removing these swords from yourself. And the ones that are yours, this could also show that you have been betrayed and you are in an environment that is toxic, and it's time for you to release them. Because you are Gemini and you are of the mind, swords are of the mind, they're of the air. There's going to be clarity that comes for you eventually. Have you been seeing the number 8? That's important for you to see, to notice as well. And then we go to the 6th. So the 6th of Swords, you're flying away. You've lost some feathers. There's been a little bit of chaos for you, and the fight is now over. You're not struggling anymore. You're removing yourself from this situation, and it will no longer be part of your day-to-day. You have finally actually you've gained enough confidence within yourself to see what was going on, and now it's time to be free. Your feathers are here that you've lost, so the struggle was real, and you struggled a bit. And for many of you, I feel I'm getting the energy, the present energy is really that these are self-destructive patterns and behaviors. And they come from childhood programmed ways. It's the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind controls 95% of our brain. That is a lot, which means we're really only aware and conscious on average 5% of the time, which means that we are 5% of the time, we're really coming from our true alignment, heart space energy at that present moment. Not reflecting back to an old story that was written, not reflecting back to how we were taught to have the values, the belief systems, the loyalty, what those were all defined for us at a very young, early age. The programmed mindset that we relive every day until we learn to rewrite this story. We can rewrite the story, okay? And you can do this, and you're being asked to do this right now at this time. And then you move to the Three of Wands, traveling, beautiful explorational energy. You're going to explore, and you've created these wands, this bridge. So you could be creating a bridge to whatever this is that felt like a failure, whether this was in your own life personally, in your mind, or if it was within a family environment, or work environment, whatever environment this was where this toxicity lies. And it could have been a combination of both. Maybe your own self-inflicted wounds that wasn't even reality, but it's something you've lived through. And so you felt like that was what was happening because that's what you've experienced most of your life. Kind of scenario, replay, a constant, like the karmic wheel just turning and turning. It goes from that to like a whole huge expansion of creation. Like what's on the other side of this little path for you? The wands. This is you regaining your passion to live, regaining your passion and desire to be who you really haven't ever been before. It's absolutely beautiful. And it shows because we do have water, you are finally getting out of your headspace and your mind and the constant think, logical process of things to your heart space. It's very, very healing and beautiful to see and to learn that you are going to finally move from your mind that is cluttering up right now. It's being bottled up and cluttered with so much. Someone feels like the world is against them. And Spirit's here to tell you that is not the case. We are our own worst enemy, is what I heard. Pay attention to animals, insects, birds, butterflies, anything, ladybugs, little ants, like anything that comes your way and you connect with. Allow yourself to connect with it. I mean, it could be an everyday squirrel, but stops, looks at you, and you make a connection. Whatever this is, it's important for you, and there's a meaning behind this, and you're asked to actually look this up, okay, and find out what it is. So here we have St. John's wort. So maybe if you are still stuck in this depressive state, buy some St. John's wort or grow some in your yard. If you grow it in your yard just for the beautiful yellow blooms, you know that it is medicinal. If you didn't know, now is your opportunity to take some of that, dry out these herbs, dry out these flowers, and put them in a tea. Make yourself some herbal tea to uplift your spirits. This is basically saying now that you've been through this. I mean, look at the beginning. The beginning we have confidence, and in the end we have St. John's wort. This beautiful bloom. It's a medicinal flower that provides so much for you, for the world, for us. It not only helps with bringing joy to your life because it's a beautiful flower, but it also is medicinal. So it offers healing benefit, just like the crystal and the stone does. Okay? And if you have a blockage, you're asked to unblock your mindset. Also, you're guided with this card. Something Spirit wants you to do is to check out. I think I've said this twice already, but it's coming again for the third time. And when things are repeated over and over again, that is the synchronicity of it is meant for you. This is a very clear message for you at this time. Tap into your inner child. Connect with your inner child and practice. So sometimes if you've never connected, you're going to have to practice and keep working until your inner child finally speaks to you and lets you know why they're hiding, if they're hiding, what's going on. Fear could be in the place. And it's important for you to work with your inner child. So I do encourage you again to check out the Inner Child Unconditional Love, and maybe even the one for today for your birthday. All right, and see what it can do for you. See how it can help you. So I'm going to go ahead and blow out your candle at this time and go ahead and start manifesting what it is that you would like to bring into your life. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.